All right, all right, all right. Shalom, shalom, and shalom, Sister Deborah, coming this afternoon with a message. And this message is going to be glorifying and edifying and exalting the Most High Yah today. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm going. That's what I'm doing. This message it's going to give you some sort of idea of the type of relationship that I have found myself with the Creator Himself. I can't rest on anyone but Him. And I am a grateful individual for regarding Him and Him only, because He has been the one that been dealing with me since I was a little girl. It wasn't my siblings, it wasn't my mom, my dad, my grandparents, friends, neighbors, aunts, and uncle. It was the Most High Yah in my life. And today, the more and more I think about, you heard that song, When I Look Back Over My Life. When I look back over my life and see the hot mess, that the type of life that I have lived, which I wish I had no, I don't even know if I wish I had lived any different than the way Yah has suffered me to. Mm, 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 mm. I embrace the testimonies, the trials, the endurance, the long suffering that come with it. I really embrace those things, and embrace them with the light, meaning embrace them with the full understanding of what it is consist of. What is the long suffering? What is the endurance? And what is the trials and the test? What is it all about? You see, it's about who you are in Him. hmm It's about who He is in you. hmm It's about that oneness that works in a unity of the Spirit. And right now, I just want to say to you all, this message, I want to focus on just glorifying Him, edifying Him, exalting the Most High Yah. You see, because I believe He is not just entitled, He's more than just entitled. He is what we should look at 24/24. When we think, we should think of Him. When we talk, we should feel Him. Our talk should be controlling our thinking and our feeling and our emotions and our hearts, and it just seemed like He should be wrapped up in every part of us. That would be a hard pill for 99.9 to swallow. As the country singer say, I don't call on Him only when I need Him. It ain't just Him. It's just He's the one that's willing to admit and make a song letting you know that He don't see Yah worth calling on unless He in need for something. When, as I said in time past, He's been dealing with me since I was 4 years old. I've been needing Him since then. Probably before then, when I first came on the earth. And I think about my living and how He was ever present there. And there's so many things that has happened in the last 3 weeks, and I've sat and watched the I Am, the Most High Yah, Yahuwah Yah. I sat in the last 3 weeks and watched Him be there for me in a way that I didn't need no one on the left or right, in front of me, nor in the back of me. He got this. He had it. I've said it to you over and over and over that I know that he can. But with me, after knowing what he has allowed me to know, I'm to the point where I know that he can. But I cannot tell y'all that I know that he will, or if he's willing. I can't tell you that. And I believe that is detached to the fear of Yah. That is a part of having the gift of fear of the Most High Yah. Something that we didn't train ourselves, or we didn't embed our own self with. It's still a spiritual brand. But if you really look at it, just think of it like that. I know that he can, but I don't know if he's willing. That brings a level of fear. And it's not the type of fear that somebody walk up on you and put a gun to you. Or somebody break in your house and you hear them in there and you're so scared. That's the fear of the flesh. But I'm talking about it's a fear of knowing that you don't know. Because he's not one that gonna let you know him from A to Z. He gonna keep you at A. You subject if you go to B. Why? Because I've learned throughout my living that he ain't the type that wants you to know him like that. He got you limited to knowing him. So you learn to sit down when it's time to sit down. I have learned that he have me limited, and anybody else that have him in them or have their purpose for being here from him. I think of it, I say, you don't know him. I've seen him in the 3 weeks pull up, take care of a situation, and in a sense, it almost felt like he looked back and said, now what? What you got to say? You run around here thinking you need people. You don't need flesh. Flesh so busy embedded in their own need. You know where your help come from. And it's not something you can see on your left and your right and in front of you and in back of you. Get in your lane and understand. And after seeing him move within them 3 weeks, it just says he did it again this morning. I was out and I had to have my van, or what you call junked, because it's no use. It doesn't work anymore. They gave me $100. Shame. I am not ashamed. The last person on the earth that's ashamed. I'm the last one on the face of the earth that will be ashamed. You know what? Got the one that created it all, own it all, have it all, think it all, feel it all, have it all in his own power. What am I ashamed of now? What should what ashamed of? Let me tell you. So I went to cash the $100 that they gave me for the tow of the truck. Of the van. I took it to the bank in which they had issued it to me from their bank. And this man went back there and he said to me, when I got to see if they only put it where you can only deposit it, I looked at him pleasant in his eyes. I said, sir, I have never heard of a thing where someone gonna write you a check and you can't cash it at the bank in which it come from. And you're gonna tell me that they issue checks where you can't cash the checks, you can only deposit it. I'm sure somewhere out there they do it. I never ran up on it, and I wanted to let him know. This here, I ain't never heard of it. And he sat there playing with that check. $100, y'all. Well, we gonna charge you $10. At that moment, it didn't matter. I was going to get some groceries. He charged me. He knew that it wasn't no such thing as a deposit. No. Now, if this check is written out from their bank, it's because they got the money in there for you to cash it. It ain't no such thing as, okay, nope, you got to go put it in your bank and deposit it. Oh, no, no, no. My bank ain't finna hold it for 3 days. No. And the most likely probably would have been 7. But still, it's a bank. And I was telling him, no, I have never heard of that. And then you can tell he was tripping over his words because he wasn't expecting me to question and to doubt what he was saying. I sat there and he said, well, and they're gonna charge you $10. I don't care. To me, they've been robbing me since I was born. It's no need of me looking at today and saying it. It's no different today. They've been doing it as time go on, more and more and more and more. Now we at the greatest of where they robbing people and people grinning while they robbing. Have you ever heard of that? Coming to the bank and the robber, you got 3 men robbing the bank and everybody just start laughing. Even the security guard. Think everything is funny and they holding guns just finna rob them. That's how it is in this day and time with the mindsets of people. All people. They don't take nothing to be wrong. And I understand that now from the message that I spoke on the other day. But so I went to the store and I was battling with what to get in the store. I was trying to get healthy. I was trying to get the need. And in the process of it, it was blowing my mind because I'm like, I was in the same store a couple of weeks ago and they done went up on everything. And it's just, and this is a person that sees what's going on is a person that's in the spirit of Yah. 99.9 of people could care less what's going on and could care if they see it or if they don't. That's okay, y'all. It's okay. That's for people who in the dark and don't care if they see in the dark or not. If they bump their head, if they bust their head, if they trip and fall, that's for them. They don't care. But for the ones that's in the light, he wants you to see what's in the darkness in this midnight hour. Because he wants you to see his prophecy. And if that's, see, and it ain't meant for you to see it. That's why nobody don't know where they at, where they going, how they gonna get there. They just think that dollar gonna take you from A to Z. Good luck with you. Because wherever it takes you, it's taking you into darkness. It ain't taking you into no light. Back to what I was saying. So I was battling in the store, and I was in that store for a good hour, and I was battling the fact that I had to get what I need, and I worked very hard not getting just what I want. I wanted what I need, and I didn't want to get things that was loaded with sugar and junk, and I wanted to get fruits and vegetables and to make a meal, you see what I'm saying? To make several meals. And I sat there and I started to see this, and then I got kind of sad because again, like I tell y'all, it ain't for you. Just like I tell y'all about this page. This page ain't for you. I don't care how you might see it. Day, week, month, years. I don't care. It's not for you if you cannot see what is before you in the spirit realm that's happening. I'm in this store and I'm battling with the fact things that I'm picking up. I'm even checking the ingredients. These people done added all these different things into everything you buy. We know that is it engineer? That's in everything. They just putting it in everything. They adding more sugar. And what the sugar is going to do is getting in your blood, it's getting in your body. Even if it's sugar you cannot even taste. You know why you can't taste it? They add a level of a certain type of salt so that you cannot taste the sugar. I could not understand. Everything is loaded with vegetable oil, canola oil, what is it? Not coconut oil. All kind of oils. Why did you have to use 5 different oil, OIL, to make this product? You see? It's just, and it was just like, even when you look into cheese, same thing. Everything that they are continuing to create for you to take in is loaded with things that interfere with your system of your body. And again, I would say it's not for everybody to know these things. That's why people don't bother about it. They go get what they want to eat, they want to cook, and they say, forget all that. I'm just gonna get what I want. Because when you are down here for your flesh, you get the things that pleases your flesh. That's like your mindset. You only do the things that pleases your flesh. You don't do anything that pleases the spirit, especially the spirit of Yah. You do everything that pleases your flesh. This is people who don't understand that they are born of the flesh. You come down here for your flesh and your flesh only. Ain't that deep? But let me tell you what, I went into the store and I battled. I was there a little over an hour, putting things back, saying, okay, I don't need this. Let me get this instead. I want to get this because I need it. It goes with this. To make this, I need this. You know, just in there, just making sure when I get up to this register, I have enough. You guys, I went up to that register. And that lady saw me separating the meat, putting the meat up there first, then putting the other items, and then putting the other items in the bag. And she saw me dividing them, but putting them on the belt. And as she was ringing up, all of a sudden I looked up to the thing and I said, wait a minute, is that all this costs? So I went to bag the stuff because they didn't have a bagger. And when I looked up and saw what she had, I was like, she said, okay. I said, you get everything? She said, yeah, everything is here. Let me tell y'all, at that moment, I not only saw Yah, I felt Yah. Seeing Yah is when you see his power work things for you. That's what Jacob was talking about. I seen him face to face because he worked that thing out on my behalf and for me. That's his power. That's what he mean when he said denying the power. We won't add that power to seeing him and knowing the way he do things. Yeah, I walked out there and even walked out with money in my pocket. I sat there and I said, Father, I saw you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I've just thought about how I tell you all that Yah is not about you knowing him. You see, especially the way 99.9 wants to live this living like, oh, I know him. I got my teeth. I know I'm saved. I know I got the Ruach. There are people with mindset that of a sure that they just got it from A to Z. Those are the sick people that's down here in the flesh. I explained to you all several times. Now, I know he can. I know he could do what he did while I was in the store. I know that. I don't know if he's willing. So that way, I just trust him. If he do or even if he don't, I still trust him. You see? It don't make me see him anything less if he don't. But I give him glory and honor and praise for him allowing me to see his power. I saw way all that stuff I got allowed me to walk out with money. And it was amazing to me because I'm sitting here seeing this lady ring this stuff up, and I'm like, I don't know. The things I had on the back of the belt was things I knew I had to put back if I didn't have enough. So that's why I say the lady saw me putting things on the back of the belt, because I said in case I don't have enough. See, that's how I've gotten to know him. He don't come running when you call him, when you want him, when you need him. He comes when he himself step in. This is the one that I've come to know since I was 4. I know he can't do that, what he did, but I don't know if he's willing. So I don't bother. I don't bother. But do you see how he came in, went in, showed himself, went out? It's over. Did you see me? I saw you, Father. Yeah. You did that for me. You see? I thought in the last 3 weeks, all these things that I ain't gonna say all these things, a couple of things he did for me in my transitioning and a few days ago. And it was like, see, it wasn't that I was looking for him to close those doors and see me completed. But he pulled up and he did. And I saw him. I know him like that. But I don't know if he's willing, but I trust that if he do, or even if he don't, I know that he can. That's what's important to me, is to know that he can do whatever he want to do, when he want it, how he want it. And that's the type of creator that I'm looking forward to helping me walk this journey, run this journey. I ain't gonna say walk, run this journey. It's pulling up when he know it is needed. In a sense, he knows your needs before you even need it. And for him to do that, and I was able to spot it, I came out of there just thanking him and letting him know, I saw you. I saw you. I thank you. I praise you. Thank you, Father Yah. That's the one that I, Sister Deborah, come to know all my living. That's the one. He don't have to get my okay. He don't have to answer to me. I don't run nothing but my bowels. That's the only thing I can control. But for him to have done that, I just thank him for even allowing me to know him like that. To know him like that. Because I wasn't going in the store with this ideal of coming out with anything left. To be honest with you. Matter of fact, I was thinking I'm going to come out, but I'm going to have to leave some things. But the way he did it, I didn't get in that store saying, oh, Father, Yah, let your right hand bless me to do this or have this and get. No. See, a lot of y'all think that you rule it to the point where you tell him how you want it. Because you run your household, you run your mouth, you run your spouse, you run your husband, you run your wife, you run your children, you run your siblings. You run everything. You want to be the ruler. But when you have him in you, he run it. He run all things. You see? and he don't have to check with you. You see, I was so grateful, but I was grateful to the point of knowing that's how he rumbled. If he's willing, and only if he is willing. A lot of people thinking their A, B, C, D, G took them, and then it took him to help them. But they always going to make sure they put all their handiwork in it and then add him into it. That's why I got this. I got this because he blessed me with this. He did this. He ain't going to bless you with nothing. He ain't going to see nothing through. If anything come through to you, you best bet it's because you done came through for him. Okay? All this other monkey mess, everybody claiming, you can have it. That's how he rumbles. If you have come through on his behalf as his representative, then I can see him coming through for you. Oh, Father, yeah, that's beautiful. But he ain't pulling up in the park you, heal your body from head to toe, make sure your bank account is from A to Z, make sure you have everything you need for the next 10, 15, 20 years. That ain't how he rumbles. Because he wants you to be able to feel what it's like not having. That's why people will turn around. They will read. Watch this here. They will read. Watch this here. They would read and quote, Heavenly Father, holy be thy name, thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it were is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. That'll shut every one of y'all ugly mouths up. That shuts you up right there. So that prayer there alone, you can't use. Yes, you abuse it, but you can't use it. Because it's saying things in there that's not for you. Give us our daily bread. 99.15 trillion people wouldn't understand it. They will park that understanding many ways outside of the way of the Spirit, which is truth. They will park that every way they can. I didn't understand it even when I prayed that the Father teach me how to live my daily bread. And when I said that, yeah, when he poured up, that's what my life been ever since I spoke. And I'm a living witness in the spirit realm that it ain't the way you running your tail around here trying to live, thinking your God is you. And that he set you on this earth to make sure you see to it that you are covered. That daily bread is exactly that daily bread. I don't care how people think they know what's going on. They know what's in there. They know what you got, what you're getting, what you have. Let me tell you something, baby. You're a long ways from what I would tell you right today, spiritual home. You're a long ways from there. So when he says, give me my daily bread, do you understand what daily is? Oh, no. 99.9 don't understand what that is. They don't understand what that is. That's why I was saying to you, when I went in there, I was getting what I could get and trying to let it fit in. You see? But it was him that made sure everything that I did get, I walked out that store with it, and he allowed me to have at least $20 left over. Shocked me. Because I had things like 7 different items on the back belt of it, separated from what I was getting, because I didn't think I was going to have enough for it. As a matter of fact, I kind of knew it. So this is how I say to you how I like how he rumbled. You see? I like how he rumbles. You see, he ain't giving you more than he see fit for you to have. He's not doing that. And if you think in this day and time, this is what time it is, you go right ahead and live it. And live it to the utmost. It don't matter. It's over. It really don't matter. Same thing happened when I was transitioning. Trying to figure out, hey, this going on 3 months. I'm trying to transition up out of here, and it just seems like I ain't going nowhere. All of a sudden, somebody came and said, we finna give you this big hauling dumpster. Mm-mm-mm-mm. And until Yah stepped in, I was still there at that place. And the moment he stepped in to see fit what he wanted to do to transition me from one location to another, and then he tells me it's a transition not just in the natural, but in the spirit. I am grateful to he that's worthy to be exalted and magnified. But the thing about it, ain't everybody got the testimony. And even if they had one of their own testimony, they wouldn't tell it. Because they so busy trying to get it and trying to have it. So they may be glorified in themselves, to make them feel like they running somewhere. Or they on a race or on a journey. So I today would say to you, it's many, many out here. Just like the days of Noah. It's many people got a one-track mind. And I'm going to tell you, ain't nothing. It's okay. It's okay. Because that's the mind you came down here with. It's going to be the mind you're going to leave with. Okay? Because I myself could not see myself being appointed, anointed, predestined, ordained before the foundation of the world to come down here and not serve the Most High Yah in the position, the works, the fruit in which He have called me to. I thank Him for letting me get to A to B. I don't care about no C or D, E, F, G, H. You can have that. Because that's where a lot of people think they at. They think they didn't seal they whole living. They think they didn't seal it. That's why. Do you all know that's why people cannot see what's going on? When the Spirit told me, Deborah, you can't expect these people to see what you see it. They think they see it in light already, and they don't see nothing. They still stuck in darkness, calling it light. That's that battle I had the other day. And it bothered me that night. It bothered me that next morning. I said, I'm going to do a video. And I did. I just ain't uploaded. Hey, look. When he was showing me in Isaiah how good, evil is going to turn good, and evil is going to turn evil into what the world is living today. Therefore, there's people are not going to see good. He said they're going to turn, this evil going to turn dark into light and light into darkness. And then it said bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. And I'm like, wait a minute, something wrong with that. And in the midnight hour, I tossed and turned trying to figure that thing out. I said, no, I taught that thing. But I didn't know what I was talking about all the way, because let me tell you something. It had me in the midnight hour. And it made me understand this is what I'm in right today. Not me, but this is where the world is at right today. They will make you wrong just so they can pretend to be right. They will place you in darkness so that they can get the victory saying they in light. They will make you something bitter just so they can claim sweet. So what he was dealing with me in the midnight hour is, it kept telling me about that. And then it told me that morning around about 10, 11 o'clock, you know about evil is going to turn things to represent it. Many of you missed it, which you miss everything else. It don't matter. It's meant to be missed. The mystery is meant to be missed. It's only given to the spiritual seed to grip. If evil has the power to not only turn good into evil, but make evil good. Not only able to turn and make dark appear to be light, but turn around and be dark and call itself light. Not only is it going to make bitter into sweet, it's changing the sweet and making it to appear to be bitter. And it's going to pretend to be the sweet. You know what this is? All that time you've been on that devil platform teaching and preaching. That's the struggle. You're dealing with people on YouTube and all these platforms that have reversed spirit and truth into nothing. They have reversed light into darkness. That's why they don't care if they don't have light. That's why they don't care if they don't have spirit and truth. It has been reversed, you guys. People don't care if they have the Ruach HaKodesh. They don't care if they have a spiritual backpack. They don't care if even if they go to Mount Zion. They have been switched over to believe the deception of the lie that evil is good, that light is darkness, that bitter is sweet. So my question would be to the Most High, Yah, that I'm a fool down here, ain't I? You a sitting duck, Deborah. You a straight up sitting duck. Because if you can grip the power of being able to have conquered deception and being deceived and deceiving the whole world in that form, I couldn't win even when I win. There's no winning. I give all that glory and honor to the Most High God, because it leads me to the full understanding. Don't battle with this flesh. I tried to tell you in the last 3 years, keep running. You got a lane, get in your lane. Keep running. Don't bend to the ways people deal with you, because that's switching it, Deborah. You're going into the realm of how dark has switched light, how evil have made good look evil. When you buckle up and buckle down, this is what you're teaching people, that you're going to go in the way of them. You the bold one, you the firm one. Stick with spirit and truth and the light. Don't expect and don't have the expectation that because you on her teaching the purest word that can actually ever be taught on these devil platforms. That's why you never wonder, Deborah, how they will prefer to go to the multitude that has been prophesied, Deborah, that was going through the broad gate. And hell has been enlarging just for them. They would prefer to make you dark so they can pretend to walk in light. And I'm like saying, oh my yeah. That's what I said. I did a video yesterday on it. The deepness of that. And another thing, just me sitting here telling y'all how he rumbles about, you know that he can. You know why I know that he can? I know about the right hand. I know about that all power. I know about that I am. That I am can be in it and everything at the same time and be everywhere. That I am is truly who the Father is. I am this, I am this, I am this, I'm this, I'm this, I'm this, I am this, I'm this. He can be whatever he want to be. And he have been. So when I think of even him breaking the deepness of how Satan was easily to deceive the world, is using deception at a level of switching from that which is right into that which is wrong, and have the power to convince people of the wrong so that right would vanish. Why? Because now evil is right. Because that's what it does. It convert the things that represent the light, the things that represent spirit and truth. I'm not saying, but why everybody speaking spirit and truth? So that's, yes. It's no way people going to increase on Sister Deborah's page. They're not going to increase. If you can show me one verse in your own study app, your King James Bible, your King James 1611, anywhere in your lost books, your found books, where people went in the direction toward Yah servant. They did exactly what many people do today. Portray. Hypocrites. Pretend. You can tell them. You can tell it. He said you can't serve two masters. And he already have chosen what a person have over him. That's the easiest, the most easiest view one could see if you're in the spirit realm. How people have made their choices. Right there, right before us. And like I said, he was explaining to me, do not accept or expect an increase. Only, Deborah, expect a decrease. And he's just not talking about in likes and subscribers. He's talking about in views and in any other thing there is. Expect the decrease, not the increase. This is all what he was telling me. I was speaking the other day to you all about how in Isaiah is talking about, let me see if I can pull that up. Let me see if I can pull it. I might not have it right here. Isaiah, let's go to Isaiah chapter 5. Isaiah chapter 5 and verse, wait a minute, here it is right here. Isaiah chapter 5 and verse 20. Now, it's not just this. Now, I want you to just listen to this. It's not just this chapter. Woe unto them that call evil good. That's how easy it is. The warning is telling you better watch it. There's a great warning. Woe mean a great warning. Did y'all know that? I know you didn't, but I'm just saying to let you know. When you see it says something like woe, then it's you don't have to take it at face value with that word, but you look it up in Hebrew and say, okay, you see woe. What is it? What is this being said is really trying to say? Okay, so what? It's a great warning. So what? It's saying woe. Just take it and just bring it into the spiritual realm. Let's go. Woe unto them. Okay, there go them. That call evil good and good evil. Who is that? Who doing that? Them evil people. They done switched it where you will never, ever, 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 ever come to the understanding of good. See, I didn't know that. But it makes sense when he was saying, if I'm not greater in them doing the work and the teaching, they don't hold my wisdom of the Spirit, my knowledge of the Spirit, my understanding of the Spirit. Don't expect nothing out of them. Expect decrease. Don't expect the increase. Don't even expect it. Don't look for it. Don't expect it. Because in Yah, the decrease had a appointed hour, a day, and an end. And that's where we're at. We're in the decrease, meaning people are not going to be able to get in the line to the narrow gate. It's no way. You see? So when he said, and it says in Isaiah chapter 5, verse 20, it says that who put that? That put darkness for light. Them. Who is them? The evil seeds, the evil ones. This is why you are not, Deborah, to expect increase. Expect increase, Deborah. There's no more increase. It's decrease. And expect that. That's deep. What it's saying. These got to be some. They are the seed of Satan. They have deceived the whole world by making good evil and evil good. They have been able to deceive the whole world to where the world believe they'll follow those that's evil than to follow those that's good. They'll follow the way of darkness than to follow the way of the light. They will deal with those who are bitter than to deal with those that are sweet. Why? Because converted the light into darkness. They converted good, Deborah, to evil. Deborah, they converted bitter into sweet. There's no win. You can't win. You can't be won. It can't be won. And they say that darkness for light and light for darkness. That and sweet for bitter. So you can't win. No win. Victory would have already be in you before the foundation of the world. In this day today, if it ain't out, you ain't got nothing coming. You ain't got nothing coming. A lot of people thinking, wait, tomorrow it's gonna be there. No. You fail to realize that it's gonna get worse. It ain't getting better. And if you think that it's gonna get better because you figured he gonna have to rumble at your time and not you at his time, and he said his time It's up. We in that day. In that day that what? The evil has fulfilled its purpose. Satan has successfully deceived the whole world. That's deep. That's deep. But it all come into a oneness. And it all clearly spiritual makes sense. So it takes me to why not to look for increase, look for decrease. And in the process of decreasing is where Yah showing me those 3 times in 3 weeks. You didn't need nobody on the left. You didn't need nobody on the right. You didn't need nobody in front. You didn't need nobody in the back. The things that I just did for you, it didn't take not one flesh of no human to move that for you. I did it. And I made sure that it was done. You see, that's why I say to you, I did not plead with Yah to do none of it. But Yah made it come the way that I would have least expected. But that's why I say to you all, I know him. I know that he can, but I don't know if he's willing. And with that being said, that's that not knowing if he's willing is saying, I don't know him enough to say that he is willing to do it the way I want to see it, or I want to feel it, or I want to be it. You see? Or I want it to work for me. We have to understand that what he does, he knows what's best for us. And where we're at, if he is not in you, teaching you who's on your left and who's on your right, who's in front of you and who's in back of you, if he's not teaching you the body in which he have brought he into a oneness, if he's not telling you who's the light and who's the light and who is the good one and who is the sweet one, you sit your tail out there where you at. Because you where you need to be. You are only where you need to be for the rest of your living on this earth. Okay? So just looking at that, it came back to me because I spoke to you all about it in a video. Then it came back to me that midnight hour, talking about that. Then I woke up that next day and around about 10, 11 that morning, it kept talking about how the evil then turned everything, and it all brought it was like a puzzle piece. It brought everything into oneness, making you as the light, as the spirit and truth, understand this is how Satan has deceived the world, because people ain't gonna see wrong, they ain't gonna see unjust, they ain't gonna see unrighteous, they're not gonna see just, they're not gonna see fair, they're not gonna see good, they're not gonna see the light. It's been flipped for a reason, a purpose. My question was always to the Father. If before the foundation of the world you have already branded yours, why would you need to put a seal? And that was the seal was to put a sign on any and everything on this earth that come upon those that are the seed. Praise the mighty God. Because they got to make it to the promised land. And you better not touch it. Yesterday, I wanted to do the video, and I give him all glory and praise for who he, not just who he was, but who he is. And I give him glory and praise for what he's going to be in the days to come. Because in that day, he said, even the heathen's going to know. Oh, If it was meant, and it's not, if it was meant, but it's not, for people to see now where they're heading, every last one of them will make a bow face, but it's over. You've walked this walk. You had this dark heart. You came down here to represent the things that doesn't have no detachment to Yah. So you where you at. And you're going to be where you going. You're going to be where you heading, where you were predestined. That's what makes the gate so narrow, and very few shall find it. Because no one would ever teach you what I just taught you about Isaiah chapter 5 and verse 20. Just looking at him, looking at the scene, the words, it brings so much closure to this prophet. Because it's just like saying that, Father, the puzzle piece has been completed, but this here just put another cap on it. This is why he kept saying, Deborah, this need be. Don't expect. Yeah, you're teaching truth, and I want you to speak truth all the way to the end. But don't look for nobody to turn upright. Don't look for somebody to turn just. Don't look for them to turn any way but the way that you've known them to be since they've been on following you. Don't look for them to change their left side, their right side, pull up or pull down. Don't look for nothing, because it ain't going to be nothing there to look for. And even the body of Hamashiach, there got to be peace, shalom, joy in that body for it to be silent in this day and time. There got to be a peace that passes all understanding in that body of Hamashiach. There got to be. Because this stuff that's out here, it is off the chain. And it's all was orchestrated before the foundation to be exactly what I am seeing it to be. Being so I'm a living prophet and not a dead one. 99.9 would even explain to you what I'm seeing. But I thank the Most High Yah for what he have said to me. I got some things that the Father have shown me and revealed to me. I explained to you all that that young man named Charlie Kirk, the first day he got shot, if during that evening when I came live, I told you that was a hit from Israel. Okay? Over in the Israelis. That was a hit. That's how they hit. They did it to Kennedy. They did it to Martin Luther King. I know a lot of y'all don't know nothing about that. You don't need to know nothing about it. Because if you don't know if you're going or coming, you need to sit down and just wait till you get there. How about that? So something else he revealed to me, and I felt good about it because I said, this is the sort of thing need be before the people. That's how I feel it. I think these things need be before the people because it answered Isaiah chapter 5, verse 20. It answered how the evil have took the place of good. And evil got people thinking that the good is the evil. I can vouch for that. I can vouch for that. I can vouch for that. That is so 100. Even me being on here. There is so many things that have been said about me. I say, now, Father, if you would just suffer me to say it, then they gonna know who I am. He said, it's no need. It's no need for them to know who you are because they don't know who they are. How about that? Now, first thing that he did tell me, and this wasn't the first time he told me this, but he capped it last night. TMZ is the Israeli. Israel owned TMZ. That's why they get all the dirt first. They get it before CNN, Fox, NBC. They get it before anybody. TMZ gets it before anybody. And I, Sister Deborah, tell you, is because they are owned by the Israelis. Okay? They are the fake Jews. Like I was explaining to you, the synagogue is not over there. It's in New York. Praise the mighty. So this is why TMZ gets the dirt before everybody. Because no one knows that it is the owner of the Israelis over in Israel. The man that's the main host, he is an Israeli. He is called himself a Jew. Yes, he is. So that's why TMZ gets the dirt first. They rule. Okay? That's why. 99.9 do not know that. Now let me put it like this. 99.3 billion don't know that. See, that's why I said people talk, run their mouth. You don't know nothing until you know something. Now, the next one that the Father revealed to me, and I'm going to show it to you. Okay. I want to show you to that. I'm going to show it to you. And this is what the Spirit showed me. And you know what I was thinking? I was thinking about how Yah gives me things and I speak on it, and no one do their search or their anything to come back and say, Deborah, guess what I found out? Did. Because Father say people are not who you think they are. Don't get close to them. Don't talk to them. Don't deal with them. Let them stay at a distance so you can see their every move. Praise the mighty Yah. I give him all glory and all honor for that. Thank you, Father. Yeah. But yes, TMZ is owned by the Israelis over in Israel. But we call them over in Israel. And everybody always talking about when they controlling Donald Trump and they controlling America. Sit your dumb tails down. It's time. It's time to be destroyed. It's that time. Sit your dumb tails down. If you don't know that this is Satan's synagogue, that's on you. If you don't know this is Satan's residence, his seat is placed here in the United States, that's on you. If you don't know that he has successfully deceived the whole world from the level of the United States, that's on you. Everything up, coming down. And when you hear me say, I can't wait till he takes it, it's because you ain't got nothing to nothing but yourself and Satan himself. You have supported Satan in everything he has done on this earth. And none, because you were, you is the serpent seed. So as I sit back and say, this whole country sitting here talking about MAGA. No. Okay. Because y'all too ignorant to get it. No one ever questioned Deborah. No one ever said when Deborah, and I heard this, I read this, and this. That's why I said I understand what Father's saying. Don't try to get along with nobody on this page. Don't try to deal with them. They in their own little world. Let them play in their own little world because they're not trying to get to know nothing but themselves and where they want to stand and where they want to place themselves to be. Let them go. He said, matter of fact, tell me like it is, Father. Get your lane and run therein. And you better pray that Yah is greater in you than anything in the world. So what he's saying is, I said to the Father, I said, Father, I knew that this guy, when I look at him, I can discern that. But I've been knowing that for years that he was a Jew and he was Israeli. He's a Jew. I knew he was. And when the Father said they own that, TMZ, because TMZ always flipping the script when it's time to talk about Israel. TMZ try to keep people away from what you call the African Americans who are the true Jews. They try to keep, even they did it with Kanye West. They was on him like white on rights when he was talking the things that he was talking. TMZ is owned by Israel. Israel, place of worship, is the synagogue of Satan. Trying to figure out how did everything going on in this country and nobody never see that. They know that this man, they didn't kill this boy. Even their plots never turned out. When Kennedy got killed, Kennedy didn't get killed from a distance. It's just where people are. It's where they go. To hell in a handbasket. And all of them trying to get in the basket so they can go down together. Because people think things are in great numbers. And they are. Hell has been enlarging, and the broad gate that leads to that lake of fire, it is the great numbers. Okay? So, he did. I want to show y'all something. He did. The Father did give me that to really accept. Okay? That TMZ, and it was good to know that. It really was. It was good to know that because, like I said, I always see, that's another thing. That's what the Ruach does. He said the Ruach has a characteristic to bring things back to your remembrance. Did y'all know that? That's how do you think the disciples end up remembering everything Yeshua taught them so that they could teach and start the church? That's how. The Ruach itself brings things back to your remembrance. And the Father knew that he had already shared with me this man was a Jew. But the other day when he was telling me, I'm like, I get it. It makes sense. It's all, and to me, it's like, Father, just thank you for your glory, your honor. Just thank you for who you are all by yourself. This is another thing he showed me. I was going through YouTube and I sit and I noticed, watch this here. I noticed Pastor Gino Jennings were constantly putting Charlie Kirk on his post. That means, you know how you go through YouTube and see what people saying and what they main page is saying, and they have pictures on it. Because a lot of fools put everything on there, AI and everything else. They forever using AI and then try to tell you how AI is the devil. I can't get it. I don't get it. How can you teach somebody about AI being evil and wicked and is of Satan, but yet you keep using AI pictures? I'm finished. I'm finished. Now, this is what the Father showed me. So I could not understand why was it Gino constantly keep putting this Charlie Kirk and what is about to happen for us Israel and what the president over there in Israel. Why is he keep detaching it to his page? Then I begin to say, is this his page or is this somebody else that's you? It's his. Because if it's not his, it wouldn't be on her 3 and 4 times a day. He's giving different messages and he's posting this all about Charlie Kirk and posting it's all about what's that other the guy over in Israel, the president over in Israel. So I'm like, until the Spirit showed me something. Gino Jennings, he kept posting breaking news 2025. Why are you trying to get people to come to your page? Okay. You guys, Pastor Gino Jennings is exactly what another prophet said he is. He's an agent. He works also on their behalf. Yes, he is. This was posted, and let me see if I'm going to flip it so it can go both ways. Let me see if I can get it to where you can see it. You know how it moves. It's already on. So I'm going to get it so you can see it. And this disturbed me big time. On his post, he's preaching for an hour and some odd minutes. And this what he have beside his post, y'all. Look. That's Gino. Let me kind of bring it to you. That's really him. You just can't really, I'm trying to see him. This is what he said. Breaking news 2025. And then he's got the spirit over here. Look here. Look who he got there. And he teaching. In me, I said, but Father, he's teaching something that don't have nothing to do with this fake Jesus over here. And then Jesus got flowers in his hair. Look here, y'all. This man talked. You see it? This was on the page the whole time he was preaching. This is his page. And I said, what would make him put that on there, Father? To stir up trouble? To stir up trouble by the Hebrew Israelites? And he is. If he's not the Freemasons, I don't give a rat's behind. He Freemason, Mason free, freebie, or whoever he is. He's of the serpent seed. Yes, he is. And when I saw that, I said, but Father, why would he have that man with flowers in his hair that looks like the Jesus? Why would he do that in such a midnight hour? It's because that's what he represents. That's what he represents. We in a midnight hour. And like he said, right here, woe, woe, woe to them, Deborah. Woe. He's not talking to you. He's talking to his servants, giving us the great warning, giving you nothing. That's why nobody can grip it. That's why no one can bring it forth and teach it. That's why no one can bring it forth and preach it, because he ain't talking to you all out there. That's how far gone people. It ain't that they gone. They never were there. So when I saw that, I thought that was, and I listened to the whole message. And did you know nothing on there said anything about him? So in my mind, who told you to put that in there? It's the distraction they're using, all of Judah, to distract everybody away from what they should be and the way they should be looking to be going. That's why he said, don't look for nothing from nobody. Get in your lane and know that the decrease is real. Don't look for yourself to be increasing in likes, subscribers, and in nothing. Let it decrease, because that's who people are. I've already did the separation. It's over. It's over. It's just like saying, Noah, go back again and see if somebody might get on the ark. No, it's not. It's like Lot, the day of Lot. Come on now, go back into Sodom. Surely there's some women and some children in there. Pull him out of the Sodom and Gomorrah. Don't burn him up. Oh, no, it's not, said the Most High Yah. The real overall of it all, the picture is just like you said, Deborah. A beautiful picture, which I tell people over and over and over. This is a vision he gave me at Red Lobster one time when my whole family was there to celebrate my youngest daughter's husband finally getting his high school diploma. Everybody was invited. You know, you had to pay for your own, but in the spirit said, Deborah, you look at that picture. I looked at that picture. I said, it's a beautiful picture. And the spirit of the Most High said, now, if you take that picture down, guess what's behind it? And in the vision was a big, dark, black tunnel hole that the picture was covering up. He said, that's your family. They want to look pretty on the outside. But behind them is so much darkness. It's a hole that leads to a tunnel. I was so sad that day. I was so sad. But it was the truth. And I will not reject nothing that Yah gives me. I don't care if it's about my children, myself, my mom, my sisters. Nobody will I accept them over what the Most High say unto me. From that level of where he's greater in me. No, 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 no. I won't accept no one else over him. So he showed me that, and I thought that that was very, very powerful. So he showed me about TMZ, and that you all might not know. That's a very, very powerful spirit and truth blowout right there. And Pastor Geno, he's also, that's another spirit and truth blowout. Now these blowouts is not going to change nothing. Satan already put the seal on somebody like me that's teaching you what is righteous and good. He already put the evil on it. Because he knows that the majority are evil and they will go for covering up good and taking evil to pretend it's good. He already know it. That's why I try to tell you, when y'all come and tell us from the inside what's what, he comes outside of this book to make sure you understand this is a spiritual thing between me and you. Don't have nothing to do with it. I abide in you and you abide in me. What is there that can come between you and I? The word. Okay. He also went on to show me that there are so many Black people that are being missing in this country by great numbers. So many Black people, to where they have begun to post it on TikTok. It's just that many crying out, trying to get some help to find their loved ones. Why are they doing it that way? Because this country is refusing to bring forth what is happening to Judah by great numbers. They are refusing, as they have in time past. They can do whatever they want to do, how they want to do it. But the moment Judah, they'll hang you from a rope with whatever you do. Even if you know how many people in the prison that ain't done what they said they done? Now the AI is going to place you and try to make you be a place where you ain't got no business being. And AI is going to cause the world to see you back like they once seen you, or worse. Or worse. Every time I go somewhere, I think about at any time someone could come and do something. That's why I tell y'all, I trust in the Most High Yah right hand. I refuse to deny the power therein. That's the only thing gonna keep me. And my cry out to the Father is a cry out of words he have said unto me in time past. I pray that he uphold everything according his will, which he has always and always will, and not allow my heart, my thought, or my ways, which he ain't gonna let it interfere with it, because it was done, it was finished in the kingdom before it even hit the earth. But I don't want to ever get interfere with, I don't want to ever interfere with what Yah has going on. I don't think I can, but I believe that I could pray. I think I can touch the hem of Yah's garment. That's just what I've always believed. I think I can touch the hem of the Most High garment. Another issue that we have here that's going on that I noticed and I thought, and it gives me mixed feelings, you guys. It is very mixed feelings. Even when I talk to them, it's mixed feelings. Let me see if I can pull it up for you. It's mixed feelings because, let me show you what I mean. I don't even know if I think I got it. I think I got it. Let me see if this is it. It's mixed feelings. But when I hear it, I'm trying to I don't know why it's not letting me. Let me try it again. Yeah. I want y'all to just listen to what he said. You have a lot of men that don't step up. I can't agree to that. You have a lot of men. Nobody you agree with. I want y'all to just really listen to this man. Ask you what you agree with. So she has to work $2 rent. So make sure that she doesn't feed her kids. You have a lot of men. You didn't marry either one of your baby mamas. So that's the part of having a broken home created by a man. But that's what I'm what I'm saying, a lot of these women don't choose these things. They're given the cards and they play the cards right. Because at the end of the day, you have a lot of women, i.e. your mother, that you just set up here and say, raised you and took care of your household and made sure that she was good and took care of your responsibilities. She didn't want to do it on her own. She had to do it on her own. So maybe if a lot of men start stepping up to the plate, and I wasn't saying that I don't understand, I'm almost done. I wasn't saying that I don't understand the story of a black man because I'm black before I'm gay. But I do know at the end of the day that a lot of men are dealt the cards of doing what the fuck they want to do, and they leave the bullshit to the woman, so she's going to pick up the pieces. Now, see that? When this guy said that, I like how he owned that thing. What he did is he owned that space. You see what I'm saying? He owned that space. Now, this guy that's speaking, he's gay. This is something else that I come to the conclusion to with. And I ask you all to understand that, is there truth to it or is it a lie? And where do we find truth? Anywhere. And anytime gay men, and this is what I've been speaking with. So this is what they telling me. I mean, they old enough to know. They're saying that they don't see how women even would ever be able to make it with men. Why? Because they are in the gay relationship, man on man relationship. And not one of them will tell you it's horrible. They would tell you that. So these gay men are the one that can speak on the matter of Judah. Because they're the one the men are wanting. Men wanting men. And once they get men, the gay man is trying to figure out the Been a horrible time. How could women put up? They sympathize because they have took on the generation and generation of men out of many of these households. They had a role to play in these broken homes outside of a man, not Judah, never wanting to be responsible like Jacob said. So Jacob called him out first. But the gay men, I've heard three of them. How do you women even deal with them? And you know what all three of them said? They feel sad for our black women, gay men, to have to put up with our black men. Why? Because they had to. And they still doing it. And they tell you it is not a good feeling. It is not easy. One told me that he has to pay for everything. They always complaining, always want to fight. They don't want to help out. They just want you to take care of them. Sound like something, don't it? I don't care what word he was using. That is a curse word. People don't even understand. Is it something you need? People don't understand. There's people right now open their mouths right today and be speaking with curse words and not even know it. Your words can be a curse. So when this man is saying this, there was the second video of another young man, but he was younger than this man. But the three that I've talked to, they said the same thing. When I was standing in Atlanta, Georgia, when I was standing in Georgia, gay men is the ones that I did. I interviewed them. I actually interviewed them because I wanted to know what will make you go in that area. What make you go there? And all of them was always because another man bothered them when they was young. Sit your tears on down. Another Judah mess with them. And that other Judah is daddy brother, daddy uncle, big brother, cousin, in Judah. Yeah, you're right. I said, what? Because my daddy raped me. My daddy let his uncle rape me. My mama let my big brother rape me. And I had a baby by my brother. All of this is, that's why I said, don't ever sit here and have the audacity to tell me about back in the days, our mothers and our grandmothers was this and this and this. They wasn't. That's how it got as bad as it is today. It's what they did yesterday that still is hidden in the dark. And y'all gonna clean that mess up at the lake. He's gonna clean that mess up at the lake. Because a lot of these grandmothers knew that their husband, their husband and grandpa and their sons were raping these little boys and little girls, their own grandchildren. They knew it. They didn't care. They were still trying to uphold the house and hope that when he get home, he'll still want her. That stuff is reality. And that's why it's so bad today. To where you got men messing with 3 and 4 month old. Shh, Father, yeah. This is the sort of stuff people don't want to hear. Whether you want to hear it or not. Ain't nothing as great as that lake of fire. Ain't nothing that's worse as the lake of fire. And I don't care what you got on this earth. That lake of fire gonna sum that bad boy up. Your heart, who you are, your mind, the way you live, the way you think, the way you function. That lake of fire, it's gonna sum that bad boy up. So go on, keep playing. So a lot of black people are being missing. And a lot of people are going onto TikTok to speak about their loved ones missing, and people are just, we are just where there's no nothing, no compassion, no mercy, no love, no nothing. And this is what make people be about them and them only. It's because they figure if I'm going to go on in this country until he come, when I'm gonna go on making sure I'm okay. I got this. I'm going here. I'm getting this. I'm gonna have this. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get. Yeah, you can get whatever you want. Like Sodom said, that's your portion. Enjoy it. So I wanted to bring also up something else. Black people missing. And yes, he revealed Pastor Gino Jennings. He is one of the agents. He is not of Yah. He is not of Yah. That's why he don't ever want to accept the black people being the true Jews. He will not teach it to the point where he teaching it. See, you're not supposed to teach it. You're not supposed to be teaching nothing over your pulpit outside of who you are. See, y'all didn't know that, did you? See, you're not supposed to be going over here trying to make it look like it don't mean nothing just long, because that's where you knew that he's in with those Israelis. He's in there, because I'm like seeing he keep on talking about Israeli, and I'm like, when you start preaching, you ain't talking about them. So why you keep posting them on your page? To get more people to come and tune in. And when you put this white face up there while you preaching, why would you do that with flowers in his hair? Why would you do that? It told on him. And he don't care. They had him to put that up there. They had him to do that. They had him to do that. Why? So he can come out. He wants to bring division. And that's his way of bringing division to Judah. But Judah is gone. Pastor Jennings is too dumb to know that Judah is gone like he is. So no need in you trying to think that Judah gonna pull up and act a fool with you, because Judah gone and you gone too. So you done sold your spirit out. That's why he don't teach outside of that Christian. And he don't want to touch the rim of who are the people. He won't touch that rim for nothing. He ain't gonna do it. So Sister Deborah, it will say that I hope you got something out of it, of what all that has been said. And there was several other things that I wanted to talk about, but I guess I didn't say it too much. I guess I will be back. So I say unto you, I hope you got something out of it. And the main topic was also to inform you that the Father has revealed to me that the reason why the deception has gotten victory is because everything was switched over. And when it was switched over, even individuals who are already going that way, they so locked in, they can't even come out even if they try. So Sister Deborah, appreciate each and every last one of you all tuning in, and I hope you got something out of it. And I will say shalom and shalom.